Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to be talking about the near-term and long-term technical analysis for the top 5 cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Ripple, and Bitcoin Cash. So hopefully by the end of this video, you should have a clear idea of where the near-term and long-term targets are for all these coins. So first of all, our main goal here at Altcoin Mentors is to help as many people as possible achieve their goal of financial freedom. We believe trading cryptocurrencies is an opportunity of a lifetime. If you like our videos, please follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. We also have a model portfolio so you can view our positions and progress, not just for our 2K 5X challenge, but our portfolio as a whole for our swing trades and our long-term holdings. The link is down below. If you'd like to be notified of our latest videos, please hit the bell button so you can follow us. So let's talk about what's been going on in the cryptos. Yesterday, I tweeted out this little thing that says, this moment is an opportunity. We've been waiting for this for a while. And all along, if you've been watching our videos and following us on Twitter and on Telegram and on YouTube, we've been saying buy the dip, that this is just range, because that's what we've been, that we've been caught in a big inside daily bar for the last week. And I said that every action inside of it is just noise. It's just fluff. There's nothing really serious going on. So if you look at Bitcoin on our weekly thing, it's always about perspective, right? You can't just look at individual bars, right? You have to look at, zoom out and look at the whole picture. So for Bitcoin on a weekly bar, it looks really good. So we talked about this a few weeks ago, that for the first time in a long time, the weekly candles have confirmed to the upside since September of 2016. So it's been a 2017. It's been a very long time. So, and that was the big move right at this junction over here. That's the same thing that happened over here. So now we have 3 weeks in a row where we've had higher highs on a weekly basis, not just on a daily basis, but on a weekly basis. We finally did that yesterday. So it looks pretty good. So right now we are at 9,700. We cleared, closed above 9,400, which was a major resistance right over here. We have a short-term resistance line here at 98.50, which it hit almost to the nose yesterday. And then our next targets are 10,700 and a major resistance here at 11,700. If it breaks here, which it got close here in February, if it breaks here, then our next targets are really up to 19,000. So let's look at this on a daily basis so you have a better idea of what's going on here. So we've been long for a very long time. This was our first long over here. And ever since then, our trend, we feel, has been going up to the high side. So we've been just buying the dip. Every time it goes down, we buy a little bit more. If you've been following our videos too, you know that we are not hodlers. Because we believe that you can just take profit and get back in at a better price. And that's what we've been doing. It goes up, we sell a little bit. When it comes back down, we buy more. We use the profits from our proceeds. We just add on to our existing Bitcoin inventory. So it's going higher and higher and higher on a daily basis. So right now we're right here. As I said before, next targets are 10,007 and 11,700. If it breaks here with a double top, almost a double bottom, if it breaks here, it can really go sky high. So let's talk about what's happening on a shorter term basis. So here it's just been channeling. So if you've been following us, you know that that's what it's really been doing, right? Is that as it was breaking higher and higher and higher. So this is basically the last week. And we were stuck in this channel. So from here to here, this was the channel. So for the last week, this is where we were in. This is the zone. That's what I talked about. This is all noise. Inside here, the up-down movements, this is all noise. So we have to be able to filter that noise out. So now we're finally here. We finally broke out of the big bar here because the bar was from here all the way down here. So everything was noise. It came close to breaking it over here, but then it rallied very strongly. And now it's up over here. We have higher highs, higher lows, and if we can break this high at 98.50 over here, then it can really go a lot higher. So our next goal right here is once again the green line at 10,700. We're positioned very well for the upside. We think that the upside has a lot of room to go. Just be a little bit patient because there is a lot of volatility, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Is that it's the idea of the scorpion and the turtle, right? The little fable is that volatility goes both ways. It's great when it's going our way, but it's also bad when it's going against us. So as markets are going and as ranges have been increasing, we have to be able to increase our stops, because that's what happens in a very volatile market. So you either have to take profits and get back in at a better price, or you have to give yourself a wide stop, right? So it's one or the other. You have to play it tight or play it very loose. Anything in the middle, right? The middle path to trading, right? That is where you're dead, because you have to make decisions on a relatively fast basis, especially for things like cryptos. That is the intriguing thing about trading cryptos. It's a challenge, but can also be very frustrating at times. Let's talk about Ether. So Ether has been going a lot higher than most of the top 5 currencies. Bitcoin Cash was on fire for a while, and then now it's rotated into Ether. So Ether has the same type of chart on a weekly basis. It confirmed to the upside. We were long for a while. Let's go to the daily charts so you can really see. So here we got in a little bit late on Ether, but I believe that our first positions that we started accumulating Ether was right here. This was the bounce up there. I don't know why it's not working. There we go. There we go. So this is the point that we were started accumulating it. We've been very long on it. Right now it is at 800, which is basically the major resistance level over here. So if it can break this level, then our next goal is the highs, the all-time highs around 1200. So we have a medium-term resistance here at 980, but all the way up to that is 1262 up over here. So we believe that it can get there. So because the intermediate charts really tell us a better story, because unlike Bitcoin, where it was stuck for a while, right? So this is the difference of the charts. So Bitcoin was stuck in a range. So if we do this, right, you can see the raise here and here. So Bitcoin was stuck in a range, and it's right here at this point in time, right here. So it's barely above. So basically Bitcoin is a day and a half late from Ether. So Ether broke out of this early yesterday, and it went to the moon. Now it's going higher and higher and higher, and that's the trajectory. So nothing has been in its way, and we expect it to go a lot higher. Let's look at Litecoin. Litecoin was one of the ones that was a little bit late, but we believe it has a really good upside because the downside has been very good. It never crossed below the lows of January and February, and it did confirm up over here, and now it did confirm up here. It's been in a sideways action for a while, but we think that it has a lot of room to grow because of that. So because it's a rotation. So Bitcoin Cash went higher, Ether went higher, Ripple went higher. So we have to think about it, like what is next, right? Is it Bitcoin? Is it Litecoin? Which one of the other coins? So since I only do 5, it's either going to be a Bitcoin or Litecoin. So I'm going to be jumping in, waiting for a good opportunity to get back in. But it's been in a range. So the little lines over here. So if you look at it here, you can really see it. That's really the key, right? When you zoom out, you see a better picture of what life has been like. So here it's in a range. So if it finally breaks out of here, right, we believe it can go to 174. Because the good thing here is that now this 160 level is support. It finally broke out of it. If it can go higher, it can go to 174. And then our next targets are all the way at 200. So for us, this is a very good opportunity because it's $35 to the upside, which has almost a 20% increase into a major resistance. Because there's really nothing except a short-term resistance level here at 174. Let's talk about Ripple. So Ripple has been going very well, but unfortunately it's kind of stalled out. It hasn't been going as high because it went high, right? That's the thing that people forget. Ripple is almost at 45 cents. So in the last month, it's doubled in value. And that's very hard to do. So because of that, it's a little bit tired. Right now it's above the medium-term resistance at 87, but it's been hovering there for a very long time. So look at the daily charts. So it went all the way down, it went up, it had this wicked tail to the bottom side, and I think, in my opinion, it scared a lot of people. Because I know, I think I related the story of a friend of mine who got wicked out at 65 cents. He had a really long stop, right? And he got in at like right around here in the high 50s after it broke through major resistance. It was going higher, higher, higher. He thought he was making a lot of money. He was up almost 40%, and then bam, one tail kicked him out, with a 10% profit. He lost basically 75% of his profit. So I think in this range here, people are very, very frustrated. So because of that, I don't think that the trading volume, when I've been looking at it, trading volume on Ripple has been very, very light recently. So if volume is light, it has a harder time making a big push to the upside. Well, hope you're enjoying our video so far. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. Share our videos with your friends and other crypto traders. If you have any questions, please write them down below or comment in the comment section below. We do a very good job of answering all of our questions and comments right away. So let's talk about our last crypto, Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash has been going higher, but once again, just like Ripple, because it went so high, it kind of stalled out. Because the low was 620, and right now it is currently at 1500. So it hit major resistance here at 1550, and it's been kind of hanging around for a while. So when we look at the daily charts, you can see what it's been doing. So basically for the last week or so, it's been going sideways. But unlike Ether and Bitcoin, it hasn't had a big move to the upside because it's a little bit tired, just like Ripple. But there does seem to be some good opportunities here to the upside. So if it breaks this level of 1550, it can go back up to 2100 and then back up to 2802. So if we look at on a shorter time frame, we can see how narrow the range has really been. We were long on Bitcoin right here off the bottom of 1150, but it's just been going sideways. But the momentum still looks like it's going a little bit higher. It's going sideways, so we're not going to accumulate. That's the difference, right? So we're not going to be accumulating Bitcoin Cash, right? Because it's neutral, because it hasn't really broken out yet, just unlike Bitcoin and Ether. But we're still going to be holding it until it maybe breaks this low over here and take a little bit of profit. So that's the Bitcoin Cash. But overall, the cryptos look pretty good, especially with the new highs for Bitcoin. If it can break this level here, then we think it can go really high on a short-term basis up to 10,700. That would be my next target. It might hang out here between 9,800 and 9,400 for a while. Just like it does, because it'll channel, because it needs to take a little bit of a breather, because the ranges have been so big. Because over the last week, everything was very, very tight. And then now in one day, it went high, just like it did here. So if you look at the range here, all right, so this is where patience comes in. So if you look at it here, this was the range. So this is the one big bar from here to here, and that's almost $1,100. And then you look at look at it from here, right? Here from 9,100 to 9,800 here, it's almost 700. So not as big as this, but compared to the other ranges, because you look at the days, right? Compared to the other ranges, where look at this day over here, the range was basically from 90.20 to a high of 92.80, so $250. You look at another day over here, the range was from 88.22 all the way to 9100, so 300. So basically, this range here, if you add up both days, this one day is bigger, and then all the other days too have been very, very small. So because of this, in my opinion, it might channel for a little bit before it goes back up. Because if you've been following us on Twitter, you also know that I talk about this pop and range syndrome that's been happening for a lot of the coins. Basically, what I mean is that it'll pop up or pop down, range, and then pop up or pop down once again. And that's what this is doing. Bitcoin popped up, range, pop up. So let's look at it on a basis here. So that's what it does, right? So it popped up over here. Sorry, I'll take that back. We'll go here so you can see it a little bit better. So basically that's what it did. It popped up, it went on a range. It popped up once again, and then it went on a range. So now this could be the pop up. Maybe there'll be another pop up to the high side to about here, but then it might go rangy again, because that is the syndrome that the cryptos are in, because the fact that there isn't a lot of volume, right? Volume has died down in the last few months, and unless new players come into the market, there will not be a really, really big push to the upside or to the downside. So that's why the volatility ranges for Bitcoin have been a lot smaller as a percentage, not just about raw numbers, but as a percentage. Before, in January and February, the daily ATR was around 8 to 9%. Now, most of the time, it's around 5 to 6%. So volume has died down by about 30% in the last few months. So until new fresh money comes into the market, it'll have a harder time making big pushes. So we thank you for watching our videos. We always appreciate all of our followers. If you like our videos, please share it with your friends and other traders. Follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. And once again, if you have any questions, please ask away in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and see you in our next video.